believe you can express yourself through other ways. Why must it be art?
Can. But of course, over here, I'm specialized on art. Yeah, but if let's say I'm specialized in music, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, but music also need to have a certain skills, right? A knowledge. Like for example, even though they are teachers, maybe they are not really good in music, so it's quite hard, right? So art is a very universal thing that anyone can be. How to say? It's very easy to grasp. Yeah, even a small kids, they don't really know what is art itself already actually learning in their daily life. Yeah, about taking a crayon, just doodling itself, it is a art. What is a messy play? Messy play, do you think is art?
For me, I do think it's an art. It's a form of expression, exploring. Yeah. So from there, they explore different texture, and they from exploring different texture, they can also create something. Like example, like okay, not necessarily to be paint. Messy play can be like example, okay, like play doh. Okay, they can make anything out of it from clay, example, or even messier kind of messy play, spaghetti. Okay, actual cooked spaghetti, but you put it in like a in a dirt. So it looks like a garden kind of messy play. From there, maybe they will spark like creativity. Say, okay, maybe I'll make like a maybe the spaghetti looks like a worm, or maybe something else, and then they'll do the spaghetti to make all sorts, or maybe in the dirt they'll draw something. So from there, how to say, it will sparks or enhance creativity even further among the children itself, and from there you just want to nourish it, want to make sure that you keep, because all of us have creativity. I don't believe none of us have it. We do have it, and we just want to bring it out within all of us. Yeah. So yeah, that's the
Yeah, and to want to add on, because like you go to art class and then we draw. Since young, we actually have art talent. We can draw, we can doodle. But I want to add on is we want to make the 2D come to life. So how do we make it? So that's where Crafty Bean comes in. Like for example, we learned about dinosaur. So we can actually draw dinosaur, but we want to go beyond than that. So how do we make the dinosaur that we draw on the art to come to life? So that's where they actually use their critical thinking skill, their problem solving skill to create an object. So like I can say that, oh, this is my dinosaur. I use paper cup. I use a different type of glue to stick it. So they can say, hey, how come this glue cannot stick the pom pom onto the paper cup? Then we can introduce, oh, actually you can use different type of glue. There's Yoo-hoo glue, there's hot glue. But then again, we have to see the children's level, whether they are able to understand that actually hot glue is dangerous. So we depends on their level. We actually go according to their level. So that's how Crafty Bean makes 2D comes to life.
You all painted a vivid picture that I have never visualized before, like 2D becoming a 3D and different types of glue that I have never really explored.
There's different materials. Like even the children, like the time this girl, she used the seaweed, use the pipe cleaner. She used a pipe cleaner and then she just used the clay to wrap it around, and then she just pressed and then make it a seaweed shape.
Really make it
Yeah, I didn't know,
really make
yeah.
it look like a seaweed looking shape. Yeah. Because the theme was like aquatic, so she wants to make seaweed onto her scene, her backdrop. And we have this material, and she thought of like, having clay, it's not strong enough, sturdy enough to stand. So she used this pipe cleaner. It's a type of small pipe, and she was like, quite bendable, and she said, okay, I'll just use the clay, wrap it around, press it, and make it look more like a sturdy seaweed. And it actually worked, and we didn't think of it until she actually told us during her storytelling, like, this is how I made it. And we're like, oh, we are impressed, we didn't know. And yeah, so that's how the expression comes.
Yeah, we are a little bit out of the question, but the question we would like to, the answer we would like to say is, art is quite accessible to everyone. Yeah, you don't need to use papers and pens or anything. You can use like what you say, pasta,
Recycle.
recycle material to do something. It's all about imagination for us. Every children has different talent. Maybe some of them are gravitating towards music. Go ahead. Some people are gravitating towards art. Why not? Some people, some kids are gravitating to cars. Maybe they just love cars, trucks. Why not? So everyone is different. For us, it's art.
I can see that in 3 of your stories.
Different artistic level.
Yeah.
Right.
In different perspectives.
Yes.
How about what kind of activities that you all do for your students? Like how do you boost their confidence? Is it through just making a dinosaur and then ask them what storyline that they have for the dinosaurs, or what kind of activities that you all have?
Okay, so I would like to explain our framework first. Our framework is explore, create, and tell. So they always explore. Maybe let's say today, since we are talking about dinosaur, we talk about the information about dinosaur. We learn about dinosaur. Is it herbivore, carnivore, omnivore? They are not just learning, oh, I draw a dinosaur. I know how to draw a dinosaur. They are learning what is dinosaur, where do they live, where do they come from, why did they extinct. First of all, that, and then we not just come here, draw. We come here and dance, movement, games. They learn the best through play, right? For children. So that is explore. Then create. When like what she said, just now we have a kid that use pipe cleaners and clay to combine it, and then to create a seaweed. Okay, so it depends on their creativity. All different materials are over there, so they create using what they imagine it. So if they want guidance, we can go there to guide them. And then tell, that's when our teacher Joveena strength to prompt them why do they do that, why do they do this, and then what is the story behind the art. You need to express what do you do for your art, because people will buy because of your art. Even content creation, you need storytelling.
Yes.
Right? Everything is storytelling. So hence, we want to build that in our children. Okay. What about you? Do you have anything to add?
So confidence level is not overnight thing. So it's more of like where it's step by step. So in Crafty Bean, my goal for children is to guide them step 1, then step 2, step 3, step 4. So how do we go from a child that is very shy, doesn't want to talk in front of a mic, until the child is confident enough to talk in front of a mic and be expressive without a script. So that is our goal. So how we do that is from since day 1, we will tell them that, okay, your art this is an art. It's not a perfect art. Your art is where your creative grow. That is, we implant in them. And then how we actually help them to be more creative is because since from the beginning of the lesson, we teach them the storyline. So there is a story, a flow of what happened next. Like we create a scene. After the scene, then the character comes. After the character comes, then we give them what happened. So that is, they create their own story. Do the dinosaur have their own friends, and how they play with their friends? Who are their friends? So it's a guided storytelling, but at the end it's where the creative comes in. So from how to answer your question is, so that is how actually we guide from our classes.
I see it's a very comprehensive learning from hands-on until sharing the story behind of the artwork. That's very beautiful.